So we're representing the Rhode Island School of Design, and it's myself, Brett Scheider, and my students, Emily Svengensen and Rachel Rosenberg. And this is their work from our studio last year, which is a series of modular castings, which are basically a kind of raised floor tile that's done with fabric formwork to enable them to explore the forming of those elements, and particularly going from something flat in the top sculptural down to a stand. This represents a portion of the 20-some odd units they made in their coursework.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the third year, and currently I'm doing the fourth year.
Okay,
while speaking.
Can you talk a little bit about how it's evolved over the 4 years?
Sure. I mean, the kind of common thread has been an emphasis on, let's call it, formal experimentation with castings.
Mm-hmm.
So, not very consciously trying to not do conventional kinds of castings. What we've learned along the way is that while we're continuing to experiment, we still want to make some form of parameters to control that experimentation and to make it as productive as possible. And the way we've done that is by beginning to limit the methods, so a greater interest in fabric formwork and material, where we're pretty much exclusively using a glass fiber reinforced mix, so that it's a much more monolithic material. And so, not so much changing the kind of courses we've gone along, but continuing to kind of constrain the methods and the approach that they can take.
Okay. What's been your
Just seeing them make full-scale elements. I mean, that's been our primary goal from the beginning, is to get students to cast things full size. And you get to see them actually come to grips with the challenges of casting, which they don't necessarily consider. How do you get a really quality finished piece out of it? And some of the pieces, like the ones these students made, are actually it came together really well, and that's really the satisfying part. Where they're not just making drawings of things, they're actually making the things themselves.
Yeah.
Well, it's done a lot of things. It's really convinced us at the school that committing to doing work at full scale is really important, and so that's been really wonderful. We have made really good contacts with our neighbors, both Blakesley and Course Lab in Connecticut, and that's been really valuable, both in education of our students, but also in connections for them, knowing, because a lot of them stay in the region, who actually does this work. And the same thing professionally. So, Course Lab in particular, crosses over with the professional engineering work that I do, which on a fairly regular cycle is precast. And Leon and his team there are some of the best when it comes to architectural precast. So that's been a good, valuable asset as well. So I really know what they can do, and we've taken advantage of that as well. Just to say, thank you again, Marty. Without the foundation, we couldn't be doing this, and I think the value for the students has been incredible. It's been an incredible experience for me as well, and we hope to find ways, whether it be through doing some more of this, or just through our ongoing work outside of the bounds of the foundation, to stay in touch.